Coach, your assessment of today's practice?
It's very hot, very hot. But like we told our guys, Mark been pretty good with the guys, giving them water, giving them breaks. But it's going to be harder on next week, so we better be ready to go.
9 days left. You guys ready? Going to be ready?
It's like Christmas, man. Hey, expectations are big here. It's not like when we first came, so our guys better be ready. So that's a good question, but we've been here 9 years now, so we'll be ready.
You were sort of our first kind of person saying that Will looked like might be the guy. I guess Will, he's obviously the guy. What has he done to impress you? And how would you maybe liken him to other guys that have come through and played quarterback for you guys in this 9 years?
Well, I want to be very careful how I say this. I've been around a lot of quarterbacks. Will is one of the strongest arms I've been around. And what I was more impressed with him, I was a big fan of Joey, but Will came in the right way. He won the team over, did the little things. He was the first one in, the last one to leave. Just his leadership on the field, all guys start falling, even the defensive guys. So I don't think, not to take away nothing from Steven Johnson, because them guys won games for us. I think Terry Wilson don't get enough credit, but I think the potential for what we're looking for, I think Will is the guy to do it. I really do. I'm very impressed with him.
How has his accuracy improved since Liam has been working with him this fall?
Well, I don't know, because he won in spring, so this is our first time working with him. His accuracy has been pretty good. That's why he won the job. His deep balls are very good. The ball just comes out. In this league, the SEC is the closest thing to the NFL, and these corners are good. So when you run an out routes, that ball has to be out. And man, he's one of the best that I've seen throw it. Now when I still want to see when we play somebody, but from what I'm seeing in practice, he looks pretty good.
So that leads me to believe you can't wait for the first game.
What's that, buddy?
It leads me to believe that you can't wait till you get that first game so you can see what you want to see.
I'm very interested to see not just what he do, but a lot of we got Wandale is here now. I'm excited to see what he does. Dare Rosenthal, I'm excited to see what he does, and then all the guys that came back. So I'm more excited about to see Will, but there's a lot of other guys I want to see too.
Vince, it's been like 6 or 7 years since Kentucky fans first started talking about Wandale Robinson, and he's finally going to play a game for the next week. How have you seen him embrace that kind of spotlight since he came home and made that decision?
Wandale is as a professional young man. A lot of guys with that type of talent, you would think that they got a chip on their shoulder or they're arrogant. He's a class act. Broke my heart 2 years ago. I know you're over to the right, so I hope you hear they broke my heart 2 years ago, but he came back, and I know the whole state is excited that he's back. He didn't want that when he came in here. We knew he was talented as a staff, but he did not want his teammates to think something was given to him, so he came in and earned it the right way, just like Will did. And I'm excited to see him. Wandale's a good football player. I don't care what league he's in, he's going to make plays, so I'm excited about that.
How's Isaiah Cummings coming along?
You see my gray hair starting to come in a little bit? No, Isaiah's doing a real good job. Normally, guys that transfer from wide receiver to tight end, usually he's kind of soft. He's really surprised me. I think Isaiah's going to be a big weapon for us. Not I think he will be. He's really making some plays out there. We just got to get him more up to date with the run blocking, and he's going to be a weapon. He's going to be a weapon.
We don't talk about Justin as much as maybe we should. What does he bring to that room?
I'm glad you said that. I think Justin don't get enough credit. I think Justin is an NFL tight end. He's exactly what you look for. A lot of the guys, him coming back, he lost about 10 pounds. He really, you can ask him this, like in the spring, it was close with Justin and Keaton and Bates. Right now, to me, it's not even close. Justin is the guy. Justin is professional. I can always count on him. He's never missed games. He never missed practice. You see how hot the heat is, and he wants to take a lot of reps. I think people do not give him a lot of credit, but he is very important to our offense. Very important.
He's been here for 6 years. How have you seen him grow over that?
He's always been a big guy, but I've seen him grow as a man. He's graduated already. He is a leader. We got a lot of young tight ends in that room. He really took Isaiah under his wings. He's helping Isaiah and Dingo. Justin, to me, is one of the captains of the team. He's a professional. He does everything right, and he plays hard. And I'm very excited he came back. It was a big get for him to come back.
One of the guys that's kept it up by the press, I guess you could say, is that Robson Lewis.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about what he's doing right now. Is he still coming as like he started out?
He's coming.
Nah,
He's still making plays. You know, I mean, come on, man. Y'all know who his father is. I mean, genetics is good. I think he just, as him getting into our program last year, I mean, the kid is an athlete, great basketball player. We play, you know, pig over there sometimes. He probably got like a 40-something inch vertical. He's just a natural football player, and he will help us this year. I'm very excited about him. I mean, he was a walk-on, and it's like with anything else. To me, he's a guy that's earning, you know, I don't want to say it, but he's going to be here, and he's really doing a good job. He's really helping us out a lot.
Vince, has there been a guy in this camp leading up to now that maybe wasn't on your mind a whole lot, but he really jumped out and grabbed your attention and said, hey, this guy may be ready to help?
Rashard Lewis, Isaiah Cummings when we made the move, running back, moving Michael Drennan to running back. You know, what people don't understand, Michael Drennan was the #1 running back in the state of Ohio, and it came down between us and USC and Wisconsin, and Coach Settle was the running back coach there. And, you know, with the offensive coordinator change, when we recruited Mike, we told him that he was going to play running back and receiver. But we wanted him to learn one position. I mean, Mike's a 3.8 student. He's a very smart kid, but he just seems more fresh at running back, more settled there. And he got a running back built, so Mike's going to help us a lot in this offense.
What's the status on Cavassier?
He's out there. He was practicing. Cavassier, you know, I think he can smell, you know, that game coming around next week. And, you know, it ain't like when we was here in 13 where you can be hurt and be out and you're still going to be the running back. We got a lot of good running backs. So it's like the NFL. You better get in there or, you know, somebody may take your spot. But he's going to help us out a lot. Smoke, I don't think Smoke get enough credit. He's an explosive running back. You guys see it, you know, at Auburn last year. I mean, he gets one crease and he's gone. So I'm excited that he's back. I think we got some real good running backs, but we definitely excited to have Smoke.
I don't think he was out there when we watched last week, but Trayvon Morgan, when he is available, what can he bring to this offense? I don't know if we talked about this.
He's another Ahmad Wagner. He's actually taller than Ahmad. You know, that's the scary thing. He's taller than Ahmad. He pulled his, you know, he had a little knack, and we working through that. But once he get through it, he'll be out there.
What's it say about a guy like Cedric George to come back and this year and embrace? Because I think in certain situations, a guy like Kelvin comes in and kind of takes his job. Last year, maybe you think about leaving, but to come, you know, for him to stick around and then come back and it looks like he's going to start again.
This ain't no charity, so you got to be able to go every year. You better be able to play. We got a lot of depth, and I do take my hat off to him. But you know, he's singing. I just got a text. Chris Westry beat out somebody for the Ravens, so that's another DB that's going to be in the NFL plan for us. So he knows the reputation. We have a lot of scouts here. They know we got good DBs in the past. So if he does what he needs to do, he'll be another guy in the NFL. So you got to bring your strap every week, every day. There's competition everywhere, and if you talk to any of these guys, they'll tell you there's competition. It's not like when we was here 13 and 14 where we was just, you know, you couldn't even put 5 receivers out there. You better be ready to go.
Vince, you know Stoops better than anybody. Even with everything that's gone on this year, he seems pretty mellow, pretty chill. What do you think? Is that real? What's different this year?
Age. No, it's I just think, you know, he's been here 9 years. You know, I think Mark's starting to get a lot of credit. But Mark is a professional. I think most coaches, when they relax, they know they got a pretty good team. Now we still got to go out and play and you know, win games. But I think he did it for so long, and our staff, he have certain guys still in place that he trusts, and he can sit back a little bit and just do the head coach duties now. Now he's still gonna mess around with the DBs in there. That's just something he do. But I love the way his growth from our first year. It's crazy from our first year to 9 now. So very excited that I'm still here with him.